Loud music at 2 a.m. I found the perfect way to shut her up. When I was in college, I had this neighbor in the dorms named Sarah. Sarah wasn't evil, just loud. Every night, she'd blast music at 1 or 2 a.m., usually when I had an early class. No matter how many times people asked her to turn it down, she'd laugh it off and say, "Relax, it's college." One night before a big exam, I was desperate for sleep. I knocked on her door around midnight and asked politely if she could lower the volume just a little. She smirked, said, "Sure," and then cranked it even louder. I laid in bed staring at the ceiling, absolutely fuming. The next morning after my exam, I decided I wasn't going to let it slide. Sarah was notorious for sleeping in late, usually till noon, and she hated mornings more than anything. So for the next week, I set my alarm for 6:30 a.m. sharp, right when the hall was dead quiet, and placed my Bluetooth speaker against the thin wall we shared. I blasted the cheesiest pop songs I could find, think bubblegum boy bands from the early 2000s. The first day she stumbled out of her room, groggy and furious. By day 3, she started begging me to stop. I just smiled and said, "Relax, it's college." Funny enough, after that week, her late-night concerts mysteriously stopped. She never admitted defeat, but the silence was golden. Can story landlord effed around, now she found out. Guess who missed our court date? My landlord has been a massive ding-dong since I moved in. She hates me because I have a service animal, and she's been trying to make up reasons to evict me a while now. So I've filed both a human rights and a landlord court complaint. We have awesome legal channels in Canada that are effectively free and require no lawyers, provincial tribunals. Malicious compliance me kicks in. I'm ready to be petty. I'm allowed to send her documents via mail. She didn't give me her home address on the lease, that's fine. She gave me a P.O. box. So I mailed the hearing notice and all my evidence to her P.O. box. But oh no, the package I printed out was so thick that it had no chance of fitting in her P.O. box. So Canada Post won't forward it to her home address. So I mailed everything to her P.O. box. And the pickup slip has been in there for the past week. Her post office of choice is only open during business hours, which is what she works. So I guess she never checks it. Despite me telling her over and over that a court date was coming up. I even sent, emailed her evidence files 23 through 28 and a document list titled Part 2. Told her to let me know if she was missing anything. She hates me, so she didn't respond. If only she paid any amount of attention or treated me with a drop of civility. Wump wump for her. Well, our landlord court appointment was this morning. She uploaded no evidence. She didn't call the court to provide her contact info. And she ignored the phone call from the court when our slot came up. Who even answers private number if they're not expecting it? The hearing was ultimately adjourned because I'm asking quite a bit of money and a ton of things to be repaired around the house. I may have gone looking for a few extra things. If I'm taking her to court, may as well knock it out all at once, right? She looks insanely negligent for missing our court date, which is a huge backbone of my case against her. I have to wait a couple extra weeks for a new date, but hey, the time slot was extended by over an hour, so I get even more time to make my case. I offered her a settlement months back, asking for an apology and $380 for out-of-pocket expenses. She said no. So now it's a bit higher. Shouldn't have talked smack about my disability and service dog. I ain't leaving .edit for tea. Okay, I left this part out because it's less exciting, but I did send everything via mail in good faith as well. It can be both. She whines that I'm harassing her when I try to follow up on maintenance issues. It was either 8 emails with evidence spread across them or one big fat envelope. The envelope felt kinder. And after she didn't mention any missing files, sincerely thought she was going to be there today. Best of all worlds for me. Double edit. Also thank you to everybody in the comments trying to educate people on what service dogs are. Couple of ding-dong. Landlords trying to clown around, demonstrating exactly what I've been dealing with for months, lol.